Hey, how's it going, YouTube? So today I'm going to be installing these superatv rock sliders or Nerf bars on my 2020 Polaris Ranger 1000. This isn't the XP edition, but it should be the same either way. Pretty excited about this, so let's get into it. Alright, so first thing here, we're going to go over just the tools you'll need. Some type of retaining pin or push pin remover. These are awesome. I'll leave a link in the description for them. A T40 Torx bit, a 12mm socket, and a 13mm open end. Then we got a 1.5-inch hole saw, and that's going to be for drilling out your pre-defined markings in the side of your wheeler, as you'll see. And then just like with all the superatv stuff, they package it pretty nicely, and this is all the mounting hardware that we'll need. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is drill out all of our pre-marked locations. You can see that they're stamped in the plastic. I've lined it up a little bit with the hole saw. They're not exactly perfect size. Actually, they switch between each one, but 1.5 should fit just fine. As you can see, mine's already all full of dirt and everything. So I just grabbed a little file here, just a half moon. I don't know if you noticed, but when I was drilling, I actually was drilling in reverse once I got the bit started. And the reason I do that is just because it tends to grab on the teeth when you're drilling through plastic like that. I'd rather just kind of melt through it more or less than really bite in and grab and tear. All right, on to the next one. Just when you think your machine's clean. Alright, so to get at this back one, it's kind of a little tricky. You got to remove this inner plate here, inner fender I believe they're calling it. This is where you need that T40. You got to remove that one up there. I think you can just pivot out for this one, but you might need to remove that, we'll see. And then there's one tucked in the back here. Right there with the mark on it. If you can see that, that one has to get removed as well. And that should allow us to pivot this out of the way so then we can access right behind here where we're going to need to install our bolt. Alright, so I think I'm going to remove this one as well. Even though they don't say to, I think you might have to in order to get that to pull out. Alright, so now that I got those three retainers out right there, and that one way in the back, you can reach up here and grab onto this shield, and you can just pull it inwards and out of the way. And then you can actually reach your hand straight down through the top here. Let me get you in camera here. straight down through the top. And it should, I think, just give you enough room to get that bolt in. And I'll probably have to switch to a ratcheting wrench in order to tighten it, but hopefully we'll be able to get it in like that. And that's the first one they suggest you put in, so we'll start with that. All right, so we got the 70 millimeter long bolt here. They got you put it on a lock washer, then the flat washer. Kind of seems odd to me, but that's what they're saying, so I'm going to do it. And then I did grab a ratcheting end wrench, just because I do foresee this being a pretty tight fit. Alright, you guys, so I've been trying to get this in for a few minutes now, and I just decided, hey, maybe I should pull this out and just see if this thing's even threaded. And these threads seem real shoddy. I'm going to have to get out my taps and tap this out because I can't get it in even if it's off the machine. How the heck am I going to get it in a tight spot like that? So I'm going to clean up those threads and make sure that's all working properly before we get back to this. Alright, I got an M8 1.25 tap here. Now we seem to be doing alright. It's kind of ridiculous that you got to do this after spending all that money. Alright, so now that that's started, I'm going to go through and install the other bolts. Alright, that one started, and I'll move to the next. So now that we got them all started, I'm going to zip this one down. Alright, so I think I'm going to switch to a little 12 millimeter 1/4 inch drive just to tighten this back one down. Alright, now that one's all tightened up, now I can put all this back together real quick. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is chase these threads because I'm not dealing with that again. We'll just go through and drill all of our spots in the plastic again. Alright you guys, well that does it for the installation of these sliders here. I'm happy with it overall. I'm a little bit disappointed in just that whole tapping thing. I mean, that's probably something you should add to the list, seeing both sides did need it. Obviously this side was a lot worse. That side I was at least able to catch the thread in order to finish tapping it out. But like I said, I'm happy with them. I mean, for $50 more than the Polaris OEM ones that I hear are real flimsy, I mean, I think these are at least heavy duty. I know that they weigh about, I think it was like 15 pounds more than the OEM Polaris ones, so that just shows you that they're quite a bit more heavy duty right there. Time will obviously tell, and I do like that they do provide a little bit more protection in the rear here on the upper end. I think the Polaris ones kind of just flare up at the back side and go around. So you do get this little bit more added protection as well. Well, I hope this video helped. If it did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment if you got any questions for me. Thanks for watching.